Hey guys, I have some more February empties, and these are mostly makeup. It just kind of turned out that way, but it's mostly small sizes. Anyway, the first thing I have is the Clinique Lash Doubling Mascara, which I absolutely loved. This really gave me a fluttery lash. It really like drew them out, especially on the ends. I don't know, this little basic wand is just perfection. The formula is beautiful. It lifted my lashes too and kind of curled them, so this is just really good. And I definitely, when I use up my mascaras, I would purchase this one for sure. The Clinique Lash Doubling Mascara. And then on the other end of the spectrum, the Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara. Now, I love this one too for completely different reasons. This one gave me super full volume, and it really blackened. So, where this one, you know, kind of fluttered them, and then this one volumized them and darkened them and kind of thickened them. This was a winning combination. The Smashbox Full Exposure and the Clinique Lash Doubling. Ugh, love this combination. Best one I've used in quite a while. And then I finished a few perfume samples. The Versace Bright Crystal. I like this scent, but it doesn't last on me, so I wouldn't purchase the full size. And then the Elizabeth and James Nirvana White. I really like this scent. It reminds me of high school for some reason. But I like this, and I would purchase it, but I'm not a big perfume buyer. Getting all these samples has really kind of gotten me into perfume, but I'm not, you know, buying much of it. Okay. And then the Tarte Maracuja Oil. This is a little deluxe sample, and I've had this for quite a while. I wrote on the bottom of it, December of 2014. So I've been looking at this for a while, and I don't like the smell of it. I don't like this. It smells like a nasty gas station to me. And anyway, I didn't enjoy putting it on my face, but I seen somebody, and I cannot remember who, I think it was some Canadian girl, talk about using an oil that she was trying to work through for a project to melt her makeup off. And I was like, that is genius. I mean, we buy all these oil cleansers for that same purpose, so why wouldn't this work? That's what I use this for. I'd take a few dropperfuls and just rub it on my face, and it, sure enough, would melt my makeup, and I'm go over it and wash it again anyway. So that's how I was able to get through this, and it really was a good thing because I was ready for this to be gone. Okay, and then I have a Dr. Jart BB Beauty Balm. It has SPF 45. I mean, this is nice. If I was going to buy a BB cream like this, it would be this one. But I'm just not really into them that much. Not the true, this is, I feel like, more a true BB cream where it has some skincare and SPF and not much coverage. But this can have a bit of a gray cast, so I had to mix it with a foundation for it to look right. But anyway, it's a nice one if you like that kind of thing. And the SPF Cover FX BB Gel Mattifying Anti-Blemish Treatment. I like this too. I think it really did make me matte, but the color was, it has a tone to it, and the color was off for me. And I probably wouldn't buy this anytime soon anyway. I don't know. It's like you like it, but you don't like it enough to buy it, you know. And then the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, just the original. I like the way this feels, and I like the way my makeup goes over top of it, but I'm not 100% sold on putting, I don't know how I feel about putting silicones on my face day after day, so I'm up in the air with that. The NARS Pro Prime Pore Fighting Primer. This was such a small sample. It really was kind of hard to get an opinion, but it was more of a lotiony consistency, and I don't know, I wasn't impressed. And I have a Bare Minerals Bare Skin Perfecting Veil. This powder just didn't do anything for me. It wasn't impressive either way. I'd say you could get a drugstore powder that was just as good as this, so I wouldn't buy it. This was the Clé de Peau Beauty Translucent Loose Powder that I got from Schwa. It was more of a pink tone, and I did think it was really nice, but I'm not spending, $100 plus on a powder, so I don't even know why I got a sample of it. And then the Maybelline Master Precise Skinny Gel Pencil. This was in Sharp Brown. I really like this. The only thing about it, it's a whole lot like the Hourglass. You can't even see a line. The Hourglass 1.5 millimeter mechanical gel pencil. It's the same type deal. I felt like it went on fine. It wore great. It was just as good as the Hourglass one. And it didn't last very long, which I've used up an Hourglass one before, but I've never tracked how long exactly it took me to use it. I would like to do that because this one lasted from December 27th until February 2nd with almost daily use. I probably used it 5, 6 days, average probably 6 days a week. So however many days that's added up to is how much this lasted me. And I only used it on my upper lash line and just a quarter of the way right here. So definitely I would repurchase this. If I wanted one that was super skinny like this, a super fine point, this would be the one that I would go and buy over any, other high-end one. Okay, and then I have some more Schwa samples. The Giorgio Armani Cheek Fabric Blush in 503. It was kind of a pink tone. I really liked it. I have another sample of it. I didn't realize I had ordered another one, so I have another one to work through, and it's really nice. The Giorgio Armani blushes, which I know they're super expensive, they wear really, really well. Like, I have a hard time with blush. It kind of just disappears on my face, but the Giorgio Armani ones was ones that stuck around longer than most. And this was the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Bronzer in Radiant Bronze Light. This is the darker of the two of the Hourglass bronzers, and I like this. I would consider purchasing it if I didn't have so many bronzers in this darker shade, because the lighter shade, I have a sample of it. It's really orangey on me personally. So, I liked this a lot. And then I have, this was just a single cream. It was like a pink tone cream. It come in the Coastal Scents little Style Eyes Duo that I got from Birchbox. And I used it all the way on to set my eye primer. And I have a Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer in medium. I use this pod. I do like this concealer. I have so many concealers, but it wouldn't hurt me to have this one. I mean, I liked it. I really did. I don't know if I would buy it anytime soon, but I do like it. This is the Chanel Perfection Fluid Foundation in 20 beige and 40 beige. I mixed these, and it doesn't look like it, but they are completely used up. I unscrewed it and got it out. I do like this Perfection foundation. It is one that I would consider in the future, but I've got to quit thinking in terms of buying stuff. But it is one of the better higher end / luxury foundations that I have tried for sure. Okay, this thing dried up on me. The Giorgio Armani Eye Tint in Senso. I've had one of these before. It is so pretty, but it's all dried up on me. It's so sad. I would buy a full size of this, although I would be worried that it would dry up because this sample seems to dry up quicker than some of the other samples I've got in the same form, but it is a really pretty color. And then I have a couple of packet samples, the Tatcha Pure One Step Camellia Cleansing Oil. I got this on order from Tatcha. And I did like this, although I didn't like it any better than some of the lesser expensive ones that I've used. But I was glad to try that. And the Ole Henriksen Foaming Milk Cleanser. This was it was a good cleanser. I mean, nothing wrong with it. But no, I didn't like it any better than other ones that I like. You know what I mean. This is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Hydra Firm Sleeping Cream. I used this once and then I rolled it up and I was going to use it again, but my face just did not like this product, so I only got to use it once. And then the Bite Beauty Agave Lip Mask, the little pod samples. I used the top two, and this bottom one is just, I'm never going to buy that, so there's no sense in me using the sample. I thought the original was okay, but honestly, you guys, this stuff is like Carmex. I mean, it probably has better ingredients. I don't know what Carmex is made out of, but to me, this feels just like putting Carmex on my lips. So, I don't know. I would buy the Carmex for $1 or $2. Although I do have a deluxe travel size or something of this mask that I'm working on using right now. Like I'm working on losing my voice. Okay, a few things that I decluttered. Slash, it was a sample. I used it. I didn't like it. So therefore, I'm done with a sample. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to put this in my head. You get a sample to try a product. You try it. You don't like it. You're done with that sample. It doesn't mean that sample has to sit here forever and ever. Amen. You know? So, I'm done. I'm calling these done. The Touche Clock Blur Perfector Primer. I tried it. I don't like it. It's weird. It's done. The Bare Minerals Bare Skin Pure Brightening Serum Foundation. I tried it. I don't like it. It's done. It's like, it made me all weird and greasy and my face feel gross. So I'm just not. The Benefit Professional. This is good if your skin can handle it. But for me, if I use it day after day after day, it clogs my pores, so I'm done with it. And then this is the Estee Lauder Double Wear in 2-in-1 is the shade. And I used like from here to here in a project. But then when I was going through my stuff, I realized that I've had this since the end of 2014. And that's probably the reason why my skin was like freaking out on me. So I'm done with this. I am going to try to clean out these little containers to kind of reuse them, but other than that, that is it for this video. Put a fork in me. I'm done. Let me go drink some Coca-Cola because my voice is cracking. Anyway, I love yous, I appreciate yous, and I will see you real soon. Bye.